Privacy is a right that all humans should have. It is fragile but very strong and slowly disappearing in social media today. Nowadays, we are posting on social media every move or decision we make. We post about politics, birthdays, or that one really good piece of avocado toast we had during Sunday brunch with our friends from that one cafe across the street from your favorite store. It's hard to argue the value of privacy when people eagerly share so much achingly personal information on social media. Social media is inviting people to share their personal information and data with others without the users knowing. It is causing people to compare themselves to others and conform to society. We are posting things without knowing who sees them. Since social media is everywhere, nowadays, similar to how the telescreens are everywhere and how you can't say anything without the party listening to you in 1984, data collection and invasion of privacy is a problem about many of us should be disturbed. This also relates back to 1984, when Big Brother is watching you. With most of our conversations that we have with our friends being about what we see on social media, it's hard for us to come up with our own thoughts, ideas, and opinions on real-world problems that could affect us. We worry about how we are perceived, which inhibits our ability to explore our thoughts and feelings so we can develop as individuals. Social media is slowly ruining lives and taking away the little uniqueness we have left. Studies are showing that social media can affect our mental and physical health. It is said that at birth, your data trail began. And even medical researchers have said that keeping patient data private is becoming almost impossible. Privacy in the medical field has become so small that your entire genome may be sequenced and shared by researchers around the world. Let alone the reality of being watched results in feelings of low self-esteem, depression, and anxiety. With being able to see every move someone makes, you will be more inclined to conform and demonstrate less individuality and creativity. People who are consumed by social media have elevated pulse and hormone rates. Privacy is like sleep. Being unconscious for a portion of the day is restorative, so is being unself-conscious. Privacy also picks and chooses who it wants to affect. Those who are institutionalized for criminal behavior or ill health, children, and the impoverished have less privacy than those who are upstanding, healthy, mature, and wealthy. When someone says they want privacy, we normally come up with a conclusion that, oh, they are hiding something dirty, but they are really just trying to hold on to themselves. It's crazy and scary to think that appearances are enough to rouse suspicion. Similar in 1984, it was terribly dangerous to let your thoughts wander when you were in any public place or within range of a telescreen. The smallest thing could give you away: a nervous tic, an unconscious look of anxiety, a habit of muttering to yourself, anything that carried with the suggestion of abnormality, of having something to hide. We can often find a lack of privacy in the government, since the Library of Congress archives all tweets for research and preservation, and the government believes such independent thinking is dangerous, or at least disturbing to the demands of conformity and correctness of public society. The real reason privacy is in decline today is because the very fruits of a rich private life, uniqueness, difference, and plurality, are scorned by the insistence of uniformity of opinion and behavior in good society. What suffers in the poverty of a meaningful private sphere is politics. The government has a sneaky reason of why they are slowly taking away our privacy. It is in an effort to protect your behavior and then to take steps to box it in, to stop you from acting in ways that are non-conforming, but not necessarily criminal, or to profit from your wayward behavior. It is known that in the year 2000, 100 billion photos were shot worldwide, but only a small portion were uploaded online. In 2010, in one single month on Facebook, 2.5 billion photos were uploaded, and users spent 20 billion minutes using the app per day. People are now realizing their lack of privacy and are starting to take a stand by beginning to exercise a bit more reserve online, or are otherwise engaging in subversive tactics to thwart data miners. Such small acts of defiance might include setting up multiple fake identities, using a virtual private network to shield their browsing behavior, and not liking anything on Facebook or following anyone on Twitter, making their social networks and preferences harder to track. One thing that everyone can do to start to preserve our privacy and even start gaining some back is to spend less time using social media to communicate with friends and instead go out to the real world with them and experience things for ourselves. The second thing we can do is to check our privacy settings often, since most social media apps are updating and your settings could get mixed up. And one last thing we can do is to start using different, longer, more complicated passwords for different accounts and make it harder if someone were to want to access your media.